Hello, everybody. This is Journey Mantilla, and let's talk about the future of sustainable tourism.
From recycling at home to cycling to work, there's always something we can do to reduce our impact on the planet, including how we travel, tour, and vacation around it. As the tourism industry expands, so will its impact on the environment. 50 years ago, around 25 million people fueled the world's tourism industry. Today, it's grown to 1.18 billion people. By 2030, that number will swell to 1.8 billion. While the industry accounts for 10% of the world's gross domestic product, it also places a major strain on our planet. For instance, the average luxury hotel room uses 1,800 liters of water per day. To put this into context, the average Canadian uses 329 liters of water per day. That's just the average. The Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas, an area where water is scarce, uses 12 million liters of water per year. Several tourist attractions also lack basic waste and recycling systems. The effects of climate change are also putting the world's most visited destinations at risk. By 2050, climate change could directly lead to the extinction of 30% of species, 90% of coral reefs, and almost half the Amazon rainforest. It's time for a change. While the industry will never be fully sustainable, there are steps we can take to protect the planet when we travel. When you're out and about, look for restaurants serving locally sourced food and buy locally made souvenirs. Search for a sustainable hotel or ask your accommodation how they are doing their part. If you are a business or destination, protect the resources you promote. Focus on higher yield rather than higher numbers. These small changes will go a long way in protecting our planet and the places we love to visit.
Why is sustainable tourism important in the future? So, the main responsibilities of sustainable tourism include protecting the environment, natural resources, and wildlife, providing socio-economic benefits for communities who live in tourist destinations, conserving cultural heritage, and creating authentic tourist experiences. Let me show you an example.
Explaining the 17 goals for 2030 agenda for sustainable development. Let's explain sustainable tourism. Meet Olivia. She is very disappointed because her favorite playground is full of plastic bottles and garbage left behind by the high number of tourists visiting her town. Her mother is the owner of a local shop that sells local products. She struggles to make a living because tourists prefer to purchase from large international malls. So how can we help Olivia and her mother? Be a responsible tourist and contribute to sustainable tourism by respecting local cultures, conserving resources, favoring businesses which preserve cultural heritage, supporting local economies by purchasing local goods, and act in an environmentally conscious way. Sustainable tourism is a form of tourism that respects both local people and the traveler, cultural heritage and the environment, while providing an exciting and educational holiday that is also of benefit to the people of the host country. Sustainable tourism can ensure that future generations can enjoy the beauty of our planet as much as we do.
So that is the example of sustainable tourism. Now let me show you the future of sustainable tourism.
After more than a year of lockdowns and travel restrictions, millions of Europeans are looking forward to a well-earned getaway. So what if your next break was more sustainable? A holiday which had a lesser impact on the environment? As we emerge from the pandemic, the European Parliament is calling for a roadmap towards sustainable, responsible and smart tourism. MEPs want to see new measures to reduce the climate and environmental footprint of the sector.
We are not talking only about hotels, restaurants. You need to understand the whole chain. Where can we slow down or low down the impact that we have on Earth, on sustainability goals?
One way to travel green is to prioritise rural or agritourism and avoid overcrowding in popular regions. Parliament is proposing to expand the Tourism Eco-label, a scheme which certifies environmentally friendly accommodation and tour operators, allowing tourists to sleep with a clean conscience. By far the biggest polluter when it comes to tourism is transport. Parliament wants rail travel to play a big part in making EU tourism greener. MEPs are also calling for more EU support for the transition to cleaner fuels and alternative forms of transport. To boost a green post-pandemic recovery, Parliament wants EU countries to support tourism through recovery plans and a temporary reduction in VAT for the sector. The reopening should be part of the EU COVID-19 strategy, with steps like a common vaccination certificate.
And that's it. Thank you everyone for listening and have a good day.